Okay. So as yesterday was the day 1 session, today is the day 2 demo session for the RHCSA. Okay. So whoever are new today, Shoaib and Samira, you please raise down your hands. So whoever are new attendees today, just raise your hands. I'll be sharing you with the yesterday's demo link, which is on the YouTube, and whoever have yet not joined the WhatsApp community group, you can please share. I'm just sharing you with the details of the links. So just a moment. So yes, this is the day 1 recording. You can go through it. This is the day 1 recording on the YouTube. You can just go through it and review what all contents we are going to provide, course content, and the notes which will be provided to you people. It is mentioned into the day 1 session. The course content link also I'll be providing. Yes, thank you. Welcome to Samira. So this is the course content of ours, RCSA. This is the WhatsApp group link which you need to join so that you will get all the related updates to our 224 batch, and you can install with the apps. The one who is an Android user can use the below link, and the iOS app is also available. And the last one is the payment link. So to get registered with our RHCSA batch, you need to get payment after the demo session, or else whoever want to proceed, they can proceed now also with the payment. So I have shared with all the links to all of you. So whoever are pending with the WhatsApp group channel, they can get connected. Who needs the course content, they can get the course content, and also the day 1 recording link from the YouTube I have shared with you all people. Okay, so let me give a small intro once again to the new candidates who are there, new attendees. So first of all, I would like to the new attendees to the Logic Labs Technologies. We are into the RHCSA, that is Red Hat Certified System Administration Program. My name is Sonika, and I am RHCSA and RHCE Certified Engineer, and also working into one of the organization as a Linux system administrator. Our batch number is 224, and just a moment. Our batch number is 224. Yes. So the timing of our course will be from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. IST in the morning. The duration of our course will be of 4 weeks. Okay, so the course fees is 3,999 INR. You can scan here for the course content also. You can take a screenshot or you can scan by now also. And this is the scanner to get registered to this RCSA course. So for the general information, if you have any of the queries related to your batch, related to the course content, you can just contact us at the contact numbers which are given below over here. You can note it down or take a screenshot, or you can mail us at the support@logiclabstech.com. Um, First, I would like to inform you that first three sessions, as yesterday was day one, today is day two, and tomorrow will be the day three. All these three sessions will be free to all the attendees. Okay. And from the fourth of the session, the Zoom meeting links will be shared to the paid registered participants only. So whoever get paid to our course, they will get the registered with the dashboard access, as yesterday I showed you to all. So you can refer the day one demo session for that. And uh, the day one, day two, day three session, day one and day two session YouTube links will be provided on the YouTube channels of our Logic Labs Technologies. And for updates related to our session, you need to join our WhatsApp community, as I've already kept you onto the this thing chat box, and all the session recordings and the notes. Whoever are the paid registered participants, the session recordings means whatever sessions we are taking 1 hour session, those session recordings will be uh, uploaded to you to your dashboard through LMS Graphy. It will be accessed to you people through LMS Graphy, and also the notes. Notes, for example, these all are the notes which I'll be providing to you people session wise. Okay. So how the sessions are done, likewise the PDFs will be uploaded to you people. At the end of our session, I'll be providing you with the 100 of interview question and answers, which will be tricky and also related to the commands, command oriented, so that you can recall all of your commands after the session completion also. So moreover, we are focusing more to the command line oriented. So all the commands will get clear to you people to easily operate our Linux operating system. Okay, so yesterday, as it was day one session, we had already started with our first topic, that is the overview of an Linux operating system. So just raise your hands, whoever are new attendees today for the day two session. Okay, I guess Samira is the one. Venu Ancha. Okay, you are attending today, right? So I have provided into the chat box of the day one session, in which I have explained thoroughly of the course content, and also with the PDFs, which I have PDF details which I have provided. I'll be providing to you people. Okay. So once again, I would. Did you got the YouTube link for the day one session? If yes, just keep me in a chat box, or else. Okay, both of you, yes, that's good. You just go through it, you'll get all the detailed information about it, because all attendees are there and we cannot take their time. Yes, so you just go through it, and just you can continue with the day three session tomorrow. Okay, thank you to all three of you for your response, Venu, Samaira, and Tarun. Okay, thank you. So let's continue with our day two session. So by yesterday, I was, yeah, yes. So once you know the Linux operating system, you can you can be as a Linux system administrator to handle the Linux operating system at the being a system administrator. Okay, so we have seen these things. So next, why Linux is more secure? So I would like to explain one more time this. So what will be your role as a system admin? Okay. So as yesterday I told you that the as it is on a high usage in many sectors, each and every organization has one or the other server setup which is related to the Linux operating system. Okay, so being a system administrator, you need to handle many different things to keep the organization up and running. To from taking a single computer or a single machine to the network to a number of network connectivity. It might be to the intranet or it might be to the internet. So all these things, who will be managing? The system administrator. So to be an system administrator, so you have to be perfect with your Linux operating system base, right? And most probably everyone refer their Linux servers which are based on the CLI mode, which gives us more security, and there is no need of heavy hardware configuration as it is CLI based, which will be easier for the maintenance also, and which will be easier for the fast running of the processes. Okay, so the system administrator or you can, as if say, as the sysadmins are the unsung heroes of the organizations, because you are the main person who will be taking care that none of the for example, websites or any of the servers, it might be database servers, should not go down, because each and everyone, whoever the clients might be, or whoever the employees who are working into our organization, should not get any issues related to the network or related to the accessing to that particular servers. Right. So it is your duty being a system admin to take care of all these things. So they work in the background. So sysadmins, they work in a background to make sure a company's IT infrastructure is always working. Okay. So constantly fighting the IT disasters from happening. Means fighting means they are very cautious. They take all the precautionary measures so that the servers should not go down. So they'll be keeping up, checking with the services related what are installed on the servers, so that the end user should not get issues related to the servers, right? So these all are the roles of the sysadmin. So while Linux, it is said that compared to Windows, Mac, and other OSs, Linux is very much secure. So why it is secure? It's a perk of accounts. Means there are very less number of users of Linux compared to Mac and Windows. Okay. So Linux allows only few users to access the system. Thus, the virus cannot attack the whole system. It may cause only a few files in a system. See, in the booting process and into the file structure, which are our next topics, you will come to know that how the files and the directories are stored and the structured format into the OS. Okay, into the hard disk, you can say, or into the OS, so that none other user, like each file and directory is set with their own permissions and with their own accessibilities. Okay, root is the one and one only user into the Linux who has whole and sole access to all over the operating system and also to all over the commands. Root is only the user who can run all types of commands with all options. Okay, the normal users cannot have the access to all the commands and also not to all the files in the system. Okay, that is the meaning of the perk of the accounts. So the next is the strong community. The Linux users first accomplish the files before they open. Means first they need to go to that file, and then after that the permissions are set whether that particular user is permitted to read, write, or execute. So this keeps each and every file secured into the OS. Then, other than the owner of the file or the root of that OS would access, the permissions are set to that particular. So they can save their systems from more vulnerabilities. Vulnerabilities means there are no any loopholes, so that the other user should come and access that file which has some secure and confidential data. Okay, so that is the strong community. Next is the firewall and IP tables. Both are same until RHCL 6 prior versions, all it was set as IP tables, and the RHCL 7 and above versions are set as firewall D. Okay, so firewall are used by Linux because it checks the security circle for the system. So into the last chapter, that is SE Linux, Enhanced Linux, we'll be covering with the firewall. It is nothing but the second level, means 2FA, MFA, you can say mandatory access. It is the secure, it makes our OS more secure, our servers more secure with the firewalls. Who can access to our servers and who cannot access with the ports. Okay, so that is firewall. So different working environments. There are many, as Linux is an open source, as we mentioned earlier, anyone can come study, run, and redistribute the code over there, right? So Linux has many different working environments, like Linux Mint is there, Debian is there, Arch is there, and many more, like CentOS is there, Ubuntu is there, right? Amla Linux are there, many more environments are there into. So these environment protects us from the viruses. Okay, so these all has the main Linux base only. The basics all are same. Only some or the other updations are done into those particular distributions. So recordings in Linux. This is very important. Recordings means what? Each and every process, each and every task we perform onto the Linux, like firing the command of pwd to check into which directory we are working. Even that particular command will also be logged into a log files, which makes our server more secure, because in at the time of troubleshooting, or if any case, if any scenario, if the system is get hacked, we can check with the log activities that what all activities are being performed with what all steps through these log files, so that we can easily analyze and easily troubleshoot with whatever error or whatever mischievous thing is happened into our servers. So it maintains the log history, because later it can view the details of the system files easily. Okay, so this is the log files written. Very few users. Linux users are less compared to others. So due to this, security will be more. Very less are there who are command line oriented, means who are command line Linux users. Okay, not only command line Linux users, but Linux based users are very less compared to the others like Windows and Mac. So this all these points makes the operating system more secure. Okay, so these are the things at this security level. So Linux distributions. So as I mentioned, there are many distributions like Linux Mint is there, Debian is there, Ubuntu, OpenSUSE, and Manjaro. So likewise, I have described all. So Linux Mint, it is a stable and robust. Linux Mint uses Mate Desktop and Cinnamon. So they have their own features. Likewise, they have made their uh, upgradations, you can say, or re coding to that particular open source. They establish their own OSs, you can say. Okay. So you can read it by your, and also Debian, it stands for robustness, ability, and well-oiled release cycle. It is very user-friendly. Ubuntu, it is available for both desktop and server edition and is based on the Debian. Okay. OpenSUSE, it is good for choice for new users and existing users. Manjaro, it gives a pleasant experience for new and experienced users. So once you will learn RGL or you will learn the Linux base, you can play with all these operating systems also. Only the system file, system configurations, or you can say that system commands which are related to it, those are different. Packages are different. Just rather than that, all the base for the Linux will be the same. Okay. For example, in Ubuntu, uh, for the how I explained that for the packages into the course content we use yum and rpm. RPM in Ubuntu it is used as apt. In some other they have others. So it is related to the packages, and other than that the services. So this is the minor difference in between them. So how and whereon we can install our Linux? So for practicing purpose, now as of we'll be installing the virtual box. Second is I'll be showing you onto the cloud platform, which will be easier you to know that how we can launch our EC2 machines onto the cloud platform of AWS. Cloud computing is there, Azure is also that, but I'll be showing you way of the AWS. So online practicing link I'll be providing you to you. So a new computer system with Linux OS. Now, as of now, we are going to wholly the hard disk will not be partitioned for the Linux OS. So that is the fourth which we are not going to see. So all these three we are going to see. So once we are very much expertised with the Linux operating system, we can use wholly as the Linux OS. That all steps will be shown to you people. Okay then. So yes. So let's move with our practicing. So let's move the practicals with the virtual box. So could you please let me know who all has the virtual box or prior who are using, or you need to do it now? Okay then. So let's start with the installation guide. So see, steps for virtual machine OS installation. So what is virtual machine? Does anyone has any idea of this? You can raise your hand. I need some interactions, so it will be fun learning with the Linux OS. Yes, Jean.
Virtual machines is like, to say it more simply, like a machine that works into a machine.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. So it is the virtual machine, we can say, which is not a physical machine, but a virtual machine which is already installed onto our host, that is onto our system, that is hardware, right? So as I showed into this diagram, the hardware means which is our own computer, own laptop or own desktop, you can say, and on that our OS, which is the Windows host or else the Mac, whoever are using, and on that we'll be installing the virtual box, which is the physical computer, right? And on that we'll be installing our Linux, Mac, or Windows, right? All three will be installed, but as of now, we'll be installing Linux. So see, I have just simply given 2 3 points related to virtual machine. So virtual machines are made possible through the virtualization technology. Virtualization uses software to simulate virtual hardware. Okay, that allows multiple virtual machines, that is multiple operating systems, to run on a single machine. Okay. The physical machine is known as the host machine, means ours onto which we are going to install our virtual machine is called as host. Okay. So mine is Windows, so mine is Windows host. The one who are using Mac, those are having the Mac host. Okay. While virtual machines running, it is called as the guests. So whatever operating system will be installing to our virtual machine, those are called as the guest operating systems, and we are the host operating system. Okay. So next are the steps which are provided and that we are going to follow. So let's move on with the practicals. So first of all, we need to go to the browser. There you need to search for the virtual box, you can say. Okay, virtual box. So the first one only you will get it as Oracle VM box. Okay, so just click on it. So see below here. Okay, so download virtual box here. So see, you will get VirtualBox platform packages. Whoever has Mac OS, excuse me, whoever is having a Mac OS, they can go with this, and who are having Windows host, they can go with the Windows. So let me click with the Windows host. You will get downloaded with this software. That is the virtual box. It's of 106 MB, so it will take few more seconds to get downloaded. So okay. So this is the thing where we get download. So you need to install as a normal whatever software you get installed onto your computers. So preparing to install. Mine is already installed, so I'm not going to continue with this. I'll let you know what to do. So let the next step get assigned. Okay, so mine is Windows 7, so for that it is showing error. But you people will not get any error, and prior already I have installed into my host machine. So you just need to do next steps as I have mentioned into the PDF. See, download it from the www.virtualbox.org. You can download the Windows Est. Next you have to do, and the software will get installed. And once the software is installed, you will get this kind of shortcut to your desktop. Okay, so see, Oracle VM, that is virtual machine, virtual box. So you need to open it. So once you open it, you will get the tools option. Okay, once you open your installed software, Oracle VM, you need to come to the tools. So now what has happened? We have created only the virtual box. We have installed the virtual box. The next step we are going to do is we are going to create one virtual machine. That is virtual computer we are going to create in normal language. Okay, so for that, I need to to create and to install or to configure one system or a machine. We need RAM, we need CPU, right? And the third is the hard disk. So virtually we are going to create our computer, right? So then we need to go to tools, and from there you have to assign it as new, so that I'm going to create a new virtual machine. right? So here you can give whatever name it is, like Linux RHCSA batch 224. We can give it as like this because already I have 2-3 batches running. So I'm keeping the name as this, and the machine folder means, see, before moving to this, I would like to tell you that. So whenever you come to your own hard disk, that is your own physical hard disk, right? So you need to check that which drive is having much space, okay? Or else you can clear your entire F drive, and you can keep your virtual machine path to this particular drive, so that you will not get any corruptions of any of your important files, or likewise anything you can say, okay? So you can make your this thing blank, the particular drive. So in this, you have to create a new folder. So let me create it as Linux. Okay, so in this folder, in this path, we are going to install our virtual machine. So let me come over here again. So let me go to tools, new computer, or the new system I'm going to assign. So I'm going to name it as Linux RHCSA batch 224. And the path we are going to assign, okay, as I mentioned to you people, give the path or locate the path so that you'll be having more space in it, or else you can clear to that particular whole entire drive, F drive I have taken, and there I have created the folder as Linux RHCSA batch 224. So in this I'm going to install my virtual machine. So let me select this folder. So type so which type we are going to create our Linux virtual box, it is of Linux. So the version I'm going to keep it as Fedora. Okay. Red Hat 64-bit is there. So this is the thing. So thereafter I should move to next. So this is the memory size. Memory size is nothing but the RAM, correct? So this is the RAM. Jean, do you have any query? You have raised your hand, or else you can raise down. Yes. So next is the RAM. There is the importance, you might be knowing the RAM as you have all the computer background. So RAM, it is 1024 MB. 1024 MB means 1 GB RAM. So let me keep it as 2 GB RAM. Okay. So 2 GB means I should add 1024 plus 1024 MB. $2048. Okay. So this much MB, that is 2 GB of RAM I'm assigning. Next, create a virtual hard disk now. Okay. Now we are going to create. Do not keep the recommended sizes of 8 GB. No, I should create a new virtual hard disk. RAM we have assigned. Now we are going to assign the hard disk. So let me create. So VDI, virtual box disk image, you can keep. So next, dynamically allocated you have to keep. And here is the size. See, file location and the size. The file location path which we have given where our virtual machine is going to be installed, configured. See, F drive, it is into the Linux RC batch 224, and these all folders are by defaultly created by the VM. And the size we are going to assign. Excuse me. And the size which we are going to assign here is of, you can keep it as of 20 GB. Okay, so here now we have to create we have assigned the RAM to it, we have assigned the hard disk to it. Correct. So in this way, we have successfully created the computer in a normal, we have created this system, we have created the virtual machine. Okay. Why I am repeating it? Because you should get understand. First step, I installed the virtual machine on my host. After second step, I created a virtual computer, virtual machine, or a virtual system with the configuration of RAM of 2 GB and the hard disk of the 10 GB, if I'm not wrong. Yes, 10 GB. So you can check with the general information over here. So see, RHCSA batch 224, here it is, the general information is over here. So see, storage, it is of 20 GB, which we have kept. Okay, so here is the RAM 2048. Name of our system, we created it as Linux RHCSA batch 224, and the operating system, it is of Red Hat 64-bit. It is means which we are going to keep the base. We have kept it as Red Hat Linux. So the third step, what will be our third step? To install an operating system. So whenever you purchase a new laptop or purchase a new desktop, we bring a virtual machine, and after that there is a need to install an operating system onto it, right? So the third step which we are going to do is to download the iOS of our Linux. Okay, so let us go to, so we can type it as download RHEL. Any of it you can take, RHEL for virtual box. iOS, ISO you can say. Download RHEL ISO for the virtual box. So see, here you will come to the quick install. Red Hat Developer RHEL 8 VirtualBox quick install. So click over here. So see, here already I am logged in, right? So here you need to log in, means you need to create your new login account. So once you create a new login account, this is not a new task for you people, or it is not even tough. It is an easy part to create one new email account with the Red Hat, to create a new Red Hat account, and after that get logged into that particular your user details and the password. And then after when you log in to the Red Hat account, automatically your Red Hat OS ISO will get starting downloaded. It will be of 9.4 GB, or it might be more also or less also, just 8.5 to 9 GB. Okay, if I'll show over here, it will take much time to get downloaded. Right, so already I have my downloaded ISO, so I'll use that. And for you people, I, as I told you, just type into your browser, download RHEL ISO for the virtual box, and after that go to the Red Hat developer. There you need to create your account, and after once you create, just log into that particular account. Once you get logged in, the ISO will automatically start downloading. The file will be in the GB. It might be of 9.4 GB if I'm not wrong. Just try it by your end. And the next step I'm going to show you after the downloading. Okay. So once, okay, So once we created our virtual machine, as I told you, there is a need to install an iOS to it. So next is to come to the virtual machine name. Here I have selected, and then after I have to click to start. So see, select the startup disk, means from where I should boot. It is asking for the booting file, right? So for this, here by defaultly where you save your ISO, you just go to that particular link and select your ISO. I have my ISO already download, which where it is see, it was into the downloads only. See, it is showing the path. D drive 27th of August, that is 8 and 2023 downloads. Just a moment. Downloads RHEL 8.4 ISO. Automatically it will read or it will get assigned, or else if you can browse it over from here to for that particular link. So select this ISO. So we need to start the installation of the operating system onto our virtual computer, virtual machine or virtual system. So see, the version is 8.4 of mine. You can take the above versions also like 9 and all. Just be careful that it should be above RHEL 7 version. Okay. It's better if you go with above 8 version. This will take much time. Okay. It is not the work of just 10 minutes, 15 minutes. The installation might take half an hour also. So in this way, we have selected our ISO and we have clicked the start buttons to start the installation of our ISO, that is our operating system. So just this process is going on. I would like to interact with you people. Do you have any queries related to the installations or to the virtual box? You can just raise your hand, or else you can keep your questions onto the chat box also. Okay, so hoping everyone have got clear with this point. So parallelly, we are going to do the other practical also, because this might take much time and until we can perform some other practicals also. So see, each and every step. So see, each and every step I have mentioned to you people into the PDF. What is the first step, the second step, the third step to download the ISO, and after that to start your virtual machine. So until this process is running into the background, we are going to perform the other practical, that is of the Amazon Web Services. Means on the cloud platform, how we can create our account and how we can launch our EC2 instance, that is to install our virtual machine with the Linux operating system. Okay, so first of all, we need to create an AWS account. Okay, so for that, we need to go to the browser. There you need to type AWS console login. So see, here you can come to the AWS management console, and here you need to click. As the virtual box is running, the system has slowed down, so it is taking a much time because the background processes are running over here. So next, I need to sign in. Okay, you people need to sign in over here. Already I have my own AWS account. So what you need to do is, you have to sign in as the root user. So you need to create your account. As you will be creating into the Red Hat account, likewise, you need to create the AWS account also. It is an easy step, not much any tricky thing in this. Only the thing is, it will ask you for your credit or debit card to pay only 2 rupees, which is refundable. AWS is all free. AWS is nothing but, as you know, that it is a cloud computing platform where we can launch our EC2 instances and we can use our Linux operating systems. And how we need to pay. But here you no need to pay anything. It will be all free only. And once I'll just show you the next steps. Okay, what the important part over here is, you need to create your AWS account with the root user. Okay, so once you create, I'll be just showing you the next steps. Okay, so before moving with the AWS, this process we have came over here. So welcome to Red Hat Linux 8.4. So see, this is the installation GUI mode where you will get. Okay, so here I'm selecting the English language with the English United States. You can keep, or as per your countries, you can keep whoever all are out of India, they can keep likewise. Okay, so for me, I'm keeping it as US English, continuing with it. So next. So this is the installation summary. Means whatever information we provide over here, it will be carried forward into the installation of our OS. So first is the installation destination. On which drive? We have created a drive of 20 GB, right? Virtually. And it is asking for the installation destinations. Means where I should install my operating system or ISO, right? So for that, you need to come to installation destination. You have to click, you have to right click the 20 GB SDA, that is virtual box hard disk, select it and make it as, click it as, just a moment, why this cursor is not working. Done. So one more time click. So done. So see, checking for storage configuration, automatic partition selected. We have given its path and it has selected its partition. So next is the kdump. Kdump is not required as of now. It is by defaultly enabled. Next is network and host. Means we need to connect our virtual machine with the host machine. Okay. So for that, I should enable the network Ethernet. So should make it as on. So you can change the local host, local domain name from here also. You can keep it as or else you can keep the same also. You can change afterwards also. Okay. So see, I have connected to the Ethernet so that my host machine and virtual machine will get connected to each other. So I have to click done. Next is the software selection. You have to come to software selection. Here see, base environment I have to select. So server with GUI and integrated easy to manage server with graphical. No, we are not going to use graphical, but we are going to select the server which will be totally the CLI based. Okay, so select server and integrated easy to manage server and do done. So additional software, no need to check mark now. We are going to see into the further sessions. So as of now, select the server as the base environment and click it as done. So we have selected the installation destination. After that, we have connected wired connection between the network and the host. Next, we have done the server selection. Next is the Red Hat registration. We'll do it afterwards, after once we are into the operating system. So here I'm from India, so I'm selecting as Kolkata, Asia. Whoever are out of country, they can select as per their time zones. So now it is 8:53, it is correct, Asia, Kolkata, and then network time is on. So I'll click it as done. So keyboard, we have already selected it as US, so it is done. So language support is also selected as English, it is done. So in this way, we have given the summary to the virtual machine that this is the destination where you need to install your ISO network. These all things are assigned by us, right? And the last but not the least is the root password where we are going to say. Please be cautious or just note down the root password, whatever you're giving to your uh, operating system, or you can say to the root user, so that whenever your OS is installed, first it will ask you for the credentials. Okay, so just remember and be cautious while assigning the root password. So I just give it as okay, so done. Two times you need to click done, okay, so that it will accept with the password. So yes, these all the things and done. And now you have to begin installation. Once you begin installation, it will take an half an hour time to get your installation done. So once your installation done, it will ask you for the login user details. So for that, you have to give your login user as a root. okay, who is the administrator, and the password which we have given over here, the root password that you have to assign, and keep ready with your operating system by tomorrow. And if you have any queries while the installation of your virtual box, you can just keep a message to me onto the support at the rate logiclabstech.com. I can guide you likewise. Why I'm telling you? Because by tomorrow we'll be starting with the basics of the commands. So there should be the OS installed onto your system. Okay, so I'm clicking on begin installation, and the installation process has started. So this will take much more time. So even you have to get prepared with your AWS. Whoever are, I'll show you the practical, and whoever are interested to create their AWS account, they can, as I told you parallelly while the installation, come to this console, Amazon console, and from there you need to create the user as a root user. And once you create, after that, tomorrow I'll be showing you how to create an EC2 instance. Okay, so be prepared with these two things, and tomorrow we'll see how to use the WinSCP. WinSCP is nothing but how we can share the files in between the Windows and the Linux. We are going to see Putty, what is PuttyGen by tomorrow, which is the day 3 session, and we'll be continuing with the basics of our commands. We'll be starting with our operating system. So yes, this was all about day 2 session. Whoever have queries, you just keep me in a chat box, or you can email us, or you can call us onto the contact numbers whichever are provided. Okay, so this was all done with the day 2 session. So yes, it's just 3 minutes left, and I cannot start with a new topic also. So just join the WhatsApp group link so that you will get today's session recording link onto that WhatsApp community group. And the payment link is shared, and also the course content link, each and everything is shared into the chat box. You can access through the chat box, everyone can. You can install our Logic Labs app. That link is also provided for the Android users and the iOS users. The course content is link is also provided. Okay, then, so we are winding up with the day 2 session, and let's continue tomorrow with the day 3 session. Okay, so thank you to everyone. It was nice to get interacted with you people, and it will be fun learning with the Linux operating system. So yes, tomorrow is the day 3, and in continuation with all the rest of the sessions. Okay, so thank you to all of your attendees. Have a nice day.